there, my name is Emma and I'm an illustrator, and welcome to my art channel. This is a place where we talk about art and art career and industry, parenting as well, about like juggling a family life with your artistic career. And today we are doing the first sketchbook tour of the channel. Seriously, I'm so excited. So a little word about this sketchbook. It is not what I would call an art book. There are a lot of sketchbook tours on YouTube that are very, very aesthetic, very, very pretty. Every page is like a little jewel and it's lovely. Honestly, I can't get enough of those videos. Mine is a little bit different because it's messy. It is messy as heck. It is not organised, it is not curated. However, what I think it really has going for it is it really is a sketchbook. It has essentially become my safe space to really think and practice and dissect all sorts of things. There are sketches in here that have become final pieces of art, which as we go along I will show you. Honestly, I have so much to show you in here. There's like anatomy studies, observations, notes coming out my ears over here. And leave us a like and leave us a comment down below and just let me know how you feel about it. Up here are my socials, so if you want to follow me on other platforms, up there. Okay, so enough chatting away, enough just waving this in front of you. Let's go and have a look at this sketchbook. Okay, now that the introduction's done, here we go. Time to start the sketchbook tour. So before we go into it, this is a Winsor & Newton book with 170 GSM, and these are really high quality sketchbooks for a really decent price. So 50 pages at this weight, I think it cost me about £7. See, she's been completely battered, she's been bruised, poor thing. She is looking forward to retirement. Can relate. And talking about relating, I love these stickers. They came from my order from Sticker Wrap, and I just think they're great. You know, the artist, I'll put their name right here. Let's open this bad boy up. So first off, on this page, you can see I've just sort of stuck this in because I loved it so much. Partridge in a Pear Tree. I started this book on May the 30th, 2024. So, wow. You can see over here I've done a buttload of warm-up shapes for speed sketching. So essentially I went in and just went pop, 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 pop. I told you this book was messy. So there's a 10-second sketch of a cat, and here's some little notes that I've left. Practice observational drawing and time it. Keep the momentum going. A little bit of gesture there of a fox, I think, or a cat. I just love drawing these sinuous feline shapes. Imagination. We've got a jellyfish, because I really enjoy drawing jellyfish, I guess. So let's turn the page. You can see my little girl went a little bit bananas. There was the fun foundations of a skull right there. I stuck them in my book for safekeeping because any stickers in this house disappear like that. A few more notes. So here's the first thing here that's a bit of more of interest. And like I said, these are so rough, but these did become the thumbnails for a book cover of my book coming out next year. And this is how rough we're going, you know. I mean, I popped in a little invitation thing there. That was for my little girl's birthday. But I like the design so much. I'm such a sucker for this sort of graphic design. I kept it in there for inspiration, for future inspiration. And look, we're actually getting to some proper drawing now. So 3rd of the 6th, 24, I tried to do the 100 heads challenge, and I will be absolutely honest, I found the whole lot on Pinterest and it stopped after, what, 7 heads? And I couldn't carry on, I couldn't find the rest of the official heads. So, but I got this far, hooray! So if I'm missing something, if I'm just being old and out of touch, just let me know, because I felt so daft. Anyway, I really like these. I think this guy's my favourite because I love this style of essentially Baroque figures. So we've got some heads. I always find straight head on the hardest. A little bit of practice there with the Saro heads. So I used all different mediums here. Obviously colouring pencils, some swatches for markers, highlight markers actually. This was done with, like, I can actually show you what pen that was used to draw these. It's this Princess pen. It's just your classic change the ink pen. And it really goes to show it's not the quality of your materials all the time, it is what you do with them. I think he's done with a collar raise. Okay, so let's turn the page onto a few more. Okay, so over here we've got some more head plane studies and gesture studies of dancers. So when I'm doing my workshops, I always recommend my students to study dancers, ballet dancers. This lady here is a flamenco dancer, I think. And honestly, it's because of the shapes that they create with their bodies, because that is the full nature of dancing, is to express yourself through shape, just using your body. And I really recommend those studying them for that reason. Let's carry on. Okay, so first off, let's start over here. These are just done with normal 2H. I think there's some 4H in there as well. Playing with head shapes and face shapes again. More Asaro head studies. We've got a little gesture study here of, I think she actually started off as a Greek statue. Little stylized thing here. A little study of fat and muscles on lips. I really loved drawing this lady. She's got this wonderful profile. The model had this wonderful profile and she was just so beautiful. This lady as well, the model herself had these most stunning, startling eyes, and I just wanted to put that down onto paper as best as I could. Oh, she's just so beautiful. Over here as well, got some more studies over here. I mean, like, here's the Invisible Man, so you know. I actually I sketched this lady out in pencil, as you can see, as with the rest, and then I transferred her onto using carbon paper onto posh, what I would call posh paper, but more like a canvas really, to be made into something a bit more final. Over here I was playing with a bit of foreshortening on her muscles, as you can see. This lady here as well. I just love playing with costume and drapery as well. I really think that is a neglected part of drawing, is drapery. So one day I'll do a tutorial on that. Some more cartoony things. I'm not the biggest fan of these pages, if I'm absolutely honest. This was just me sort of working out stickers and pet portrait things. So I do pet portraits in this style because they're very quick. Over here we got some more concepts and a couple of colour pencil polychromos doggies. So cute. Love his jaunty little ear there. Makes me happy. Whole page on colour wheels and colour theory fun. Here's the polychromos pencils, playing with them, and some, I mean, like, I know this stuff is basic, but it's always good to just go back over it all and remind yourself you're never ever too skilled to go back over the basics, ever. Just keep learning it. Repetition, repetition, repetition. So, this was done through the Scribble Brigade. Honestly, amazing group. I love them so much. Great fun. So, I did these are done with a micron. 30-second poses. The Scribble Brigade had all these lovely figures. It's a great way to loosen up. These were all drawn with as little taking the pen off of the paper as possible. I really like how fluid they are. Like this guy, you know, he's fun. And I think out of all of these, this lady is my favourite. She almost looks like a vase with her personality there. And these ones were done using a Sharpie fine point, 1 minute poses. And this is actually a portrait of the lady who runs the Scribble Brigade. Well, she was talking on camera, and she has just such a lovely face. I just wanted to draw her. Yeah. So some more 1 minute poses, something a little bit more loosey-goosey. And here I try to really emphasise the shape, the geometric shape of these poses. I was going for a much more of a triangular composition here. More of a little bit of overlap here, red and green. So these weren't really about anatomy per se, it's more like a vibe, you know. And more here, like I don't even know what's going on over here. It's like a rave, I reckon. It's just a rave. Let's bring these up a little bit closer so you can see. But over here, I like these guys. They're fun. And this one here, reaching over, and this one dancing here. Maybe I should do something with these, because I really do think that these would make gorgeous paintings actually. So some more life drawings, because that is probably my greatest passion actually, is figurative art. Even more than children's illustration and illustrative and animation is figures. I need to do some paintings of figures. It's definitely on my big time to-do list, but I am one person, I can only do so much, and yeah, at the moment it's all about bringing money in, and that is design and more of the cartoony stuff really. But I just love studying anatomy, muscles and how they move under skin, and fats, and how they essentially, the bones lock together. It's just fascinating to me. I mean, as a little kid, I was a bit of a weirdo, and I used to copy out organs from like How My Body Works books. Like, I might have a sketchbook full of stomachs or something. I was an odd kid. Here we go. I'd love to do medical drawings. So there's this one. I actually really like that one because I think that has a foundation to being something very tender. I love this sort of sleepy expression. And another one, quite a quick one. Another like crazy page full of Scribble Brigade models. I think these were like 30-second models. Again, a really good way of loosey-gooseying your hand up, because at the end of the day, drawing is almost like a sport, and you have to warm up. Okay, so over here, another beginning of a life model over here. And this was used as an advertisement for a character design workshop that I did in a town near me. Really lovely, honestly. The kids had a great time. It was just a wonderful experience. I hate this. I don't know what I was thinking when I did this. They can't all be winners. So, let's move on. So, this is a study of an Antoine Watteau sketch. I am very much inspired and influenced by Baroque and Rococo figurative art. Again, it's all about the gesture and the shape language and the drapery. So in those times it was a lot of silks, a lot of taffeta fabrics, which are actually very stiff. They're quite stiff fabrics, and they're very expressive when they're folding up. So they really create some cool effects with the shadow and the shine. I need to do some studies of those. Okay, here's some animals. Got a rat. I love him. I was especially fascinated by his ear. Rats and mice have these delicate ears, and they're so soft and so thin that they're translucent, and you can see the capillaries going through the skin, and oh, they are just wonderful, like gorgeous. Birds. I love birds, and I love pigeons. These were actually sketches that I took in person at a country fair near me, where farmers and breeders were showing off their livestock, and one of them were pigeons, and it was lovely, and I adored it, and the rest were rabbits and rats. I love drawing rabbits as well, because again, those delicate ears and their faces, gorgeous. I love hares as well. I love how lithe and long and stocky and a little bit monstrous that hares look compared to your typical cottontail rabbit. They're just more metal rabbits. So here we go. This is an interesting couple of pages. So these were thumbnails that were sent to this guy. I'm going to blur out his name. These were for a client whose album was being released, called Who's Inside Your Head, and he is a folk punk musician, and I love him very much. He's local to me and he's wonderful. He's very political, he's very anti-establishment, he's so cool. And here's the final thing. It didn't get printed right. It irritates me so much because it's not centered, but it's okay. And there's the CD. Isn't that wicked? Some swatches of the grades of pencil. Very small, delicate muscle structure there of the man's back. Here's a study of the forearm and how the forearm moves. It's all from a very medical kind of point of view. These are absolutely fascinating to study, and it really helps put down how your body moves, why it moves in the way it is, and therefore when you're painting and you're drawing, your figures suddenly become so much more real. So here's some more studies, a slightly different approach. These are done from, I need to find the man's name because, Bridgman, sorry. This is from the Bridgman Drawing from Life book. Absolutely recommend. And because I felt like it, a little orange. And another little study from John William Waterhouse. 5 minutes. Okay, so we've got some horse studies over here of my personal favourite type of horse, because of course I have a favourite horse, Clydesdale. I love these guys. They are beautiful. I love Clydesdales and I love Shire horses, both so much, and Suffolk punches. I love the big horses, the chunky boys, the big work horses, because they are just machines. They are power. They are absolutely incredible. They are just muscle, pure muscle. Here's some more Bridgman studies. So rhythm, sketches of how to create a really nice way of rhythm through the body. And there's this one here, look. Now, some more graphic sort of things. This became stickers. That's this guy. Here's this little guy. So cute. So yeah, these are actually available. I love them. So sweet. Over here, this was a workshop done with local kids on character design. Remember the character design mascot earlier? These are blob characters done using paint with marker on top, and they loved it. Oh, it was so great. More figuratives, but this is learning about shadow shapes, so it was quite important. More figures. And there he is, look at him, there he is, hold on. Ha-ha! Here we go. I don't mind because it's my own. There we go, adorable. Lovely little grid of a stag, 2 of my little girl. More environments. Just some background studies of, there is a castle in Scotland that this is literally studies of. I cannot remember the name of Craigivar Castle. There we go. That one. Oh, no idea if I said that correctly. Before I move on to this, I drew this on my daughter's first day at school. Oh, I really should do something with this concept a bit more. Some more really detailed medical grade bone studies of the skull. Such a challenge, honestly. I was counting teeth, I was measuring lengths of occipitals. Got some more skull at different angles, and we got a vertebrae, the first attempt of a vertebrae. I kept it for posterity because I messed that up big time. And some more skull moulding study. Another picture of Violet drawing at the table. There she is, looking absolutely adorable. She is my world. Vertebrae, a lot of graphite muck, but oh well, I did a lot better job at these. Alright, check out this little guy. He's cute. We have an Inktober study. And this guy was a commission for a fantastic little company, which name I will put here. So this is going on merchandise. These are all different proposals. We finally landed on this one, but I also proposed this one. The client was after something like 1960s squeaky toy, but with a bit of a twist. Bit of a violent twist, and I loved it. Oh, hold on. So here's a bunch of notes. We've got a study of putti with birds by Francois Boucher. I love Boucher. And we made some notes of the triangular composition again. Very popular in Renaissance and beyond. Little detail of a putti right there. And there's literally notes about the painting itself. I might actually print it out and stick it in so there's a bit more context to these notes. That's for a project. Okay, and this was at the Barbican Centre, so these sketches were actually done in person at the time. Absolutely amazing. All these names are, they were so good. I was spending the whole time just geeking out, you know. Jenkin Van Zyl, love them, fabulous. Simon Otto of Locksmith Animation, such a cool company. Got a really nice Christmas thing coming out, and I am excited. I attended the Alex Hirsch talk. That was great. Very busy, too busy, but it was so much fun too. Move over. So here's some portraits of my cat, the Fat Boy, aka Bobcat, aka Fat Boy, because he is fat. This fat creature slinks around the house with all the grace of a reversing dump truck with no wheels on. If you can tell me the reference there, let me know. Put it in the comments, because you and me, we're the same. And here I am playing with some Neocolor 2s. Bobby having a cosy sleep on our bed. There he is. Some more of my project. More of my project. Some VizDev, much more of a VizDev approach. We're approaching the end now. Whew, I'm getting tired. Cats! Look at these guys. I like him the best, actually. He is adorable. I was doing a lot of gestures. And this little guy, look at him. I love his face. I recently released this as a final piece, which I will put on screen now. Writing out another little idea of a new character. Totally not based on my husband. Not at all. No, not at all. Never. And that is my sketchbook. Thank you so much. I'm so glad. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you watched it all the way through. If you did, oh my god, you were a rock star. Thank you. I hope I didn't bore you too much. And it's time to move on to the next book, which I've already started, and that one's a bit more of a travel book, a little more of a travel journal, so things in there are a little bit more rendered. But thank you so much for watching. If you like this, thank you. Let me know. Press the like, press the comment, and just let me know how it all came out for you. And if you really want to support me, there's some links here of my socials that you can follow me on. And I hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day, guys. Thank you. Who's behind here? Incy Wincies. Any Incy Wincies? No, thank goodness. Oh. I am an actor, and I will act. La 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 la. Hi there, it's lovely to see you. My name is Emma and I'm an illustration. Oh my god! Okay, a 1, a 2,